Welcome back to the Adjutant, and today we're addressing a major question that's been all over the news lately. This topic matters because the U.S. military is built on discipline, obedience, but it also is built on the rule of law and the Constitution. So today I'm going to break this down in a way that's clear, factual, and based on actual military regulations, not social media rumors. Now, before we talk about refusing orders, let's define what an unlawful order actually is. An unlawful order is any command that violates the United States Constitution, violates federal law, violates UCMJ, violates the law of armed conflict, requires a service member to commit a crime. Now, some examples of this include ordering troops to harm civilians, ordering falsification of documents, ordering torture, ordering a criminal act, ordering a service member to break federal law. The military does not protect you when you follow an illegal order. In fact, you are required to refuse it. Now, most people don't know this, but the U.S. military is one of the few organizations in the world where you are legally required to disobey an unlawful order. This comes directly from the Uniform Code of Military Justice, United States Army Field Manual 27-10, Supreme Court rulings. Now, following an illegal order is not a defense. You can be court-martialed even if you are just following orders. Now, this does not mean you can refuse an order just because you don't like it, you disagree politically, you think it is unfair, you think it's too hard, you think it's outside your MOS. Military orders are presumed lawful unless they clearly break the law. Now, for example, cleaning the barracks, it's lawful. Guard duty, lawful. Deployment, also lawful. Requiring wearing gear, lawful. Following the chain of command, it's lawful. You can't claim an order is illegal simply because it is inconvenient. Refusing a lawful order is a serious offense. Article 92 of the UCMJ, you can face loss of rank, loss of pay, non-judicial punishment, Article 15, court-martial, dishonorable or a bad conduct discharge. So yes, the military can absolutely punish you for disobeying lawful commands. Now, what happens if you follow an unlawful order? This is where things get real. If you follow an illegal order, even if a senior officer gave it, you can be charged with crimes such as murder, war crimes, abuse of authority, conspiracy, misconduct, violating the law of armed conflict. The excuse of "I was told to do so" does not protect you. Nuremberg ended that forever. And those of y'all who may not know what the Nuremberg trials were all about, at the end of World War II, the Nazis who committed unspeakable crimes, they just said, well, I was following orders. That's just not going to cut it. Now, how should you respond to an unlawful order? If you're given an order that happens, or actually even appears illegal, here's what service members are trained to do. Ask for clarifications. Did you really want me to do that? Sometimes miscommunication gets cleared up immediately. State your concern respectfully. Sir, ma'am, that order may violate policy or federal law. Request to speak to the next person in the chain of command. Document everything. Document, document, document. I learned that when I practiced law, and that still is not always enough. Report it if the order is clearly unlawful. The military expects you to follow the law first, even above rank. So yes, service members can disobey unlawful orders. Not only can they, they're required to. But at the same time, refusing lawful orders is a punishable offense. This balance between obedience and legality is what keeps the U.S. military disciplined, ethical, and professional. If you want more videos breaking down military life, benefits, pay, and real-world experience, hit the subscribe button. I am the Adjutant. Stay informed, stay sharp, and I'll see you in the next video.